This is how most golfers make their backswing, and it's why they can't make solid contact. Here's what Tom Watson does instead.
This so that your hands can hinge properly at the top. You don't want to break that angle and make that angle get straight like this. A lot of people will lift their hands up and then try to rotate around, or they'll immediately turn off the ball like this. Look, you've lost your angle. A long time ago, I read an article about Arnold Palmer saying that the first 2 feet of the backswing is the most important part of the swing. This is what happens in the backswing. You start the club, left hand, left forearm, left shoulder. Right hand is on for the ride. The left arm, the back of the left hand, take the club back for about the first 2 feet of the backswing like this. Notice that this arm, and the club doesn't move position. It just moves back. That's called swinging the club back. What happens a lot of times is people lever the club back immediately with their hands, meaning that their hands go like this away from the ball. They either go around, up, but what happens, it makes the club very heavy in the golf swing. By doing this the proper way, taking the club back for the first 2 feet without moving much of anything, now the club can go up and set properly with the hands. When you overuse the hands on the backswing, it can set early, it can unleash early. There are a lot of things that can go wrong. Another key element in the proper takeaway is the hands in, club head out. What you're doing here is this. You're maintaining this angle that the club shaft and your left arm make at address. You maintain that angle going back into your backswing about that far. That's the proper way of doing it. You don't want to break that angle and make that angle get straight like this. A lot of people will lift their hands up and then try to rotate around, or they'll immediately turn off the ball like this. Look, you've lost your angle. You've lost this angle. You want to maintain that angle deep into your backswing like this so that your hands can hinge properly at the top. That's swinging the club head. The proper takeaway is the hands in, the club head out. Now watch what happens in the backswing. It goes there, like this. When it gets up to the top, your wrists break right up, like this. And they're in a very, very perfect set position right here. The club is light. The left thumb is underneath the shaft. What happens when you rotate the club, where you get the club head in and the hands out, the club head starts here, 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 here. Now the club gets laid off, points over here, and it gets heavy up here with the left thumb on the side of the shaft like that, causing all kinds of problems in your golf swing inconsistency.
This video brought to you by HackMotion, which can actually fix your takeaway.
Hands in, club head out. What you're doing here is this. You're maintaining this angle that the club shaft and your left arm make at address. You maintain that angle going back into your backswing about that far. That's the proper way of doing it. Another key ingredient to a proper takeaway is the tempo of your takeaway. You must find your own body rhythm. I have a very fast, or pretty fast, takeaway. I take it away about that fast. Fred Couples, on the other hand, takes it away nice and slow. Now let's see how this works.